Here at News for JAX to cover the good things that are happening in our community. In the wake of the recent wave of violence and gang activity in Jacksonville, we found a lot of groups that are targeting at-risk students and making a difference in their lives and ultimately in this entire community. 100 Black Men is a national organization working in 4 core areas: mentoring, education, scholarship, economic development, and health and wellness. Now, the Jacksonville chapter is made up of African-American men from all walks of life that realize giving back empowers communities. So joining me now, we have Octavius Holliday, a local attorney, and his mentee, Elijah Dannell, who is 12 years old, an AB honor roll student at Mayport Middle, and appreciate you guys coming in this morning.
No problem.
And, you know, I was very impressed. You guys have been working together for about 3.5 years. And I asked you, how did you get connected? And your answer was startling because you realized that this is an important relationship for you.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you guys get connected?
Well, since I don't have a father figure in my life, my mom took me to the 100 Black Men so I could have a father figure in my life. And, well, Mr. Octavius picked me, so...
And you said because he saw something special in you.
Yes, ma'am.
Which I love that you recognize that you are a very special young man. And clearly you've done some good work with him. He was only 9 years old when you all first worked together. How have you seen him change and grow?
It's just matured. I mean, the natural progression as a young man. But yes, I remember that first day he came into the meeting, or his mom brought him into the meeting, and I just felt like we had a connection from the very beginning. So, but yes, he has grown into a very mature young man at such an early age.
Yeah, and in those formidable years right now, now is when it gets kind of tough. I want to ask you, because we continue to cover, and we see a lot of young Black men in the news.
Exactly.
Violence, gang shootings. How does that affect you?
Well, I don't know if it affects me, but, like, if I were to join a gang and a policeman may see me, they'll, like, I guess they'll take me away because I look suspect.
Mm. And that's, clearly that's the rhetoric that we hear a lot about in the news, which will lead me to a question to you.
Sure.
Because we don't want young men who are scared of police. We don't want men who are even thinking about a gang is an option. And, we talk about the Baltimore rioting, and a lot of the suspects out there, they were young men. Exactly. So how do you have that conversation with him so that he doesn't fear police, and a gang just is not an option?
Well, in my previous life, before I became a defense attorney, I was a prosecutor. So when I was with the state attorney's office, I took Elijah around Miss Corey, around the office, around police officers. So he's been around law enforcement. So he doesn't really see them as being the enemy. So I thought that was very important. In my prosecution days, you just see so many young men going left or going awry. So I wanted him to be comfortable around police officers. So.
But those issues have to be talked about, because you think about, we are divided in some ways in this country right now, and people are trying to understand each other. And as adults, we talk about it.
Sure.
As a young person, sometimes they just hold that in and then express it in inappropriate ways.
Exactly right. My role with Elijah is whatever he can't tell to his mom, basically, we'll have that conversation. I understand that we're men, or he's a young man, so we do have the hard conversations. What's going on in your life? What are you doing? What are you feeling? Who do you like, if it gets to that point in terms of relationships? But yeah, I'm just there for him whenever he needs me.
Right.
Ultimately.
Now, and let's talk about some of the issues. You guys deal with health, education, economic development. How do you gauge that you are making a difference in the community?
Well, we actually, every year, we have a report that we report to the national office in Atlanta, and we go by metrics. We do outreach programs, but we want measurables. So if we impact this many children during the Sunday jam sessions, or whatever program we have measurables that we want to increase the numbers and the impact we have from year to year.
Right, and the name 100 Black Men, is that kind of signifying, hey, I'm part of this community and I'm going to come into this community and give back to it?
It does. I have my own take on it. 100 Black Men, when you say that name, sometimes some people have a pause. Yeah, exactly right. But it really just means it's a number of strength, that we are many-fold across the country, many chapters across the country. But we are embedded in Jacksonville. So many of us have different careers and occupations, but ultimately it's
those talents.
Real men given real time.
Yeah, pouring into young people. And you see a difference in your life? You appreciate this guy here?
Yes, ma'am.
I can tell. And you did a great job this morning. You can breathe. We're done. Thank you so much for coming in, and good work that you guys do in our community. Also, we have a community resource guide that we have put on newsforjax.com. If you are a parent out there and you need some help, go there and you'll see a lot of options. Again, community organizations doing good things in our community.